In this movie, I want to give you a glimpse of the future for the next few coming videos. In particular, we're going to be piecing together the scene that you have in front of you here, and you can find this file in the course companion files under the Assets Scenes folder and the Char Anim folder. Inside the Char Anim folder, you will find a range of different files that compose together this scene. I'm not going to go into the details of these right now because we're going to be assembling these over the course of the coming video. But what I want to do is I want to show you the result of our work, which is what I have open in front of me, and exactly how this works. So I'm going to press play on the toolbar here. And you can see that when I do that, we have a character standing in the scene, and he's playing a looping idle animation while he's standing there. Now, during this idle animation, I can use the keys on the keyboard, W, A, S, and D, as well as the arrow keys to control the character. So for example, I can press the up key on the keyboard and the character smoothly changes from an idle state to a run state and moves forward through space. In addition, while I'm standing still, I can press the left and the right keys on the keyboard to turn the character while he's standing on the spot. And again, the animations changing between idle and turn are smoothly blended. In addition to this as well, I can also move the character forwards and turn at the same time. So the character can change between running and turning states at the same time. And again, all these animations are smoothly blended. And finally, the character will also react to the physical objects in the level. So I don't have the ability, for example, to run through the pillars or to run through the walls. The character here is reacting to the physical objects in the level. So that's splendid. I'm just going to press stop on the toolbar here and examine the project that we have. Now, to get started at this, I'm going to need some character assets. And we have a character that is included in the Unity assets. Now, this is imported for you in the Course Companion Files project, but if you don't have those assets available, you can import the character assets simply by using the File menu up here and choosing Assets, Import Package, and then choosing Characters. This includes the character mesh that has been imported, along with the animations, and you will find these assets down here inside the project panel under the Standard Assets folder. So if I select Standard Assets and then I choose Characters and then I choose Third Person Character, you can see that we have a folder for animation and a folder for models. Now, if your arrangement of files don't appear this way, you can use this thumbnail slider to change the size of the assets inside the project panel. I'm just going to reduce it to that for now so I can see the names of these assets. I'm going to go into the models folder, and when I do that, you can see that we have an Ethan model. If I select the Ethan model in the project panel, you can see here in the Object Inspector that if I select the Model tab, you can see in the preview pane here that we have the model we've imported, the Ethan model. Now, this is a skinned mesh character. That simply means that is a character model that includes the bones with the model. These bones define how the character will deform and animate. These bones form part of the character rig, which can be defined and accessed through the rig tab here. So if I select the rig button, you can see that for animation type, it has been specified humanoid, which means that this is a character-like model. Now, we don't have to import this as a humanoid, but if we want to animate this as a character and to be able to reuse or retarget different animations from different sources, then it's important that the animation type is specified as humanoid here. Now, under the animation folder, if I select that inside the project panel, you can see that we have a range of different animations that can play on this character model. Importantly, we have humanoid walk. If I select that animation here and I switch to the Animations tab in the Object Inspector, you can see inside the preview panel here for the Object Inspector that we have our animation, and you can see this previewed in the viewport here. So I can press play on the toolbar and you can see that the walking animation is taking effect. Likewise, we have a run animation, and if I press play on the toolbar here, you can see the run animation taking effect as well. So we have all these different animations that we can apply to this character model, and starting in the next video, we're going to be assembling this project from scratch, seeing how C# scripting can help us.